Happy Monday. I am back. It is the beginning of a new week, and it is the beginning of a new season. Happy summer. Happy summer. Happy summer. Summer is my favorite season. So I'm extra grateful for the beginning of summer. Naturally, it is the most abundant in regards to garden seasoning in terms of planting and things growing and things coming into fruition, kind of all at the same time. So I love me some summer. I never complain about heat. I'm an island gal, so I love the heat. So I've continued saying about uncomfortable has been restricted. Oh my goodness, why are they saying that I have... No, that's not cool. Get this nose on camera, show why it's got the restriction. It does not contain that. They're saying I'm restricted because I'm showing something body. What's up, Manita? Hey, DraftKings. Hello, Ingrid. I got a restriction. Hi, my cuz. Preston, how are you? Hi, cuz. I just got a restriction. They're saying because of body... What did they say? Themes that someone may find uncomfortable, body exposure, and sexualized behaviors. Excuse me? Guys? Am I inappropriate? What? I miss you too, cuz. How are you? Manita, I see you. What's up? They better take that off, because that is not cool. You know how TikTok be doing. Always the most. Always the most. I think it maybe got taken off because I don't see the restriction thing anymore. That is so wrong. Anyways, happy summer, guys. Happy Father's Day, cuz. Happy Father's Day. Did you have a good Father's Day? Happy Father's Day. I hope you had an awesome Father's Day, my cousin. Roslyn, welcome. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. Tapping into summer vibes. Happy summer solstice, y'all. It was a Father's Day summer solstice. How freaking awesome. Father-son energy, right? Because Ra is the father and the son is the male and the father. And then it was on Father's Day. Magical. So I hope y'all, tapped in, gave some extra sunny love to the daddies and the uncles and all of the alignments that tap into fatherhood. Rosalind, I hope you're good. Hello. So in alignment with Father Son, in alignment with the energy of the sun and the shine, we're going to tap in tonight to get a little bit more support, soul support, and reminder in regards to how you shine. How you shine, because today's Momentum Monday quote was, I shine like the summer sun. I hope you know that you shine like the summer sun. So we're going to tap in to just get exactly how much you shine like the summer sun. I had an awesome day, Manita. I gardened today, did some weeding, some seeding, some watering. I hung out with a friend of mine, and she actually took me to get some stuff that I needed at the Dollar Tree and at Kroger, at the grocery store. So I got all my snackies and my groceries and a few little things that I needed and stuff. So now I feel like really set for the week, So very grateful. Themby, welcome. Shot Clock, welcome. How was your day? And I got a nap. How are you? How was your day? How are my babies? How is Ava? How is she doing? And how's my baby boy in the belly? What's up? How y'all doing? So I'm going to open up the list right away, and then we will still tap in prayer as always, and then I will pull a card for the collective, and then an excerpt from my book so that we can see which cosmic concept is in alignment for us. Roman is kicking so much, and Ava's funny. Oh my gosh, they're gonna have so much fun together. She must be bouncing off the walls waiting for her baby brother. I am so freaking happy for you guys. So there's gonna be more noise because actually, as you can see, I have a little different setup thing. I'm, doing a little thing because I was realizing how comfy I am in my room. So I was like, let me set up a little corner in my room to do the readings and stuff from my room. Even though I like my studio area and stuff, and it's a dinner table, and it's, I've got my throne chair and everything. But I wanted to kind of just stay in my room sometimes. And then I was just awkward on my bed, weird and stuff. But I was like, I have like a whole chair and I have a thing and I can, set up a thing. So I set up a thing. So I think I'm going to do the lives from here. And then I could just jump in my bed afterwards. You know what I mean? I did my shower and everything after my gardening. So I could just jump in the bed. I'm going to have snacks, of course. I'm going to have snacks after the live. And then I'll brush my teeth. And then I'll jump in the bed. Brendan, welcome, welcome. And my mommy's here. Hi, mama. How are you, mama? And Preston is here, unless he's not here anymore. But Preston is here too, mommy. Everybody say hi to my mommy. You like it, Manita? Okay, cool. Word up. There's a little thing. It might fall because I just stuck it up with some tape. We'll see what happens, how long it lasts. But I just wanted to stay in my room. So I'm doing my lives from my room. Thanks for saying hi to my mommy, Vanita. So yes, you're going to hear more noise because I'm right by the window and I keep my window open all the time. I have a screen, but my window's open all the time. So I still want that kind of indoor-outdoor, and I love the breeze, you know what I mean? I need Oya coming in all the time, especially when the hot flashes hit. Listen. And then I have a little fan going over here and I had another fan over there, but I turned that off so there wasn't too much noise. So let me know if you guys hear me okay and what the situation is, okay? And I know there's like a noise reduction thing that I usually turn on. Remove background. Oh, it's there. It's already clicked on. Perfect. Background noises is already clicked on. Awesome. Awesome. Miss Verve, welcome. Africa, welcome. James, welcome. So tapping in, donation-based speed reads, whatever you can share or spare. The value of the read is $11.11. However, and if you send a minimum of $5.55, then you get entered into the draw to win a free reading with me. So we've had 3 winners so far. So now I'm compiling for June. So, Sister Omi, how are you? Thank you for joining. How are you feeling? How you doing? How is Papaya Tree? How's the garden? How are you? Thank you for being here. Happy summer. We are tapping in tonight to how bright you shine. Just making sure that you know that you are reminded about your shine because we shine like the summer sun. So that is what we are tapping into tonight for the readings, and it's making flowers. I know you showed me. Oh my gosh. That's very exciting. That is very exciting. Keep me posted. I was out there all day today. Well, some of the day was too hot, and then I went in, did some stuff, groceries, all kinds of stuff, and then came in, ate something, took a nap. I got a nap today. And then I went back out in the garden in the evening time to finish up some weeding, some more seeding, and some watering. So it was beautiful. It was great. Abby, welcome. So yes, we will tap in. So for those who would like a donation-based speed read, again, whatever you can share, spare, energy exchange is just always appreciated. But I don't turn anyone away. So whatever you need, let me know. Cash App is at the top. Back to Natural, BACKII instead of the TO is the Cash App. So make sure that it's an II so that you know. Some people are like, huh? What is that? So, and it's 1011 001 0110 001 0110 001 001 is the binary code to jump out of the matrix, to come into our most abundant timeline, to come into New Earth collectively and individually and soul sovereignly. So that's what's up whenever 1011 hits. That's why I do that. And I do it for all of us. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of shifts happening. So much that I cannot say, on the hateration of this platform. But listen, the things that are happening, the shift, the transfer of power, the transfer of wealth, the wealth transfer that is happening. I know it's been feeling like it's never going to happen, that it's delayed, that we're still waiting. The 3D takes time to catch up. We are already there. It is already done. Believe it, receive it, name it, claim it, demand it, command it, and have faith and gratitude and patience. There's so many things that we are manifesting in the past that we thought was going to take forever, and it took whatever time it was supposed to take, and it happened. There's no difference now. I align everything to gardening because gardening is life. And when you plant a seed, You read at the back of that seed packet, some of them things say 100 days before you get to taste anything. Patience. You want it to be ripe. You want it to be ready. And the roots grow under the soil. You can't see it happening, right? You can't see the growth happening, but then all of a sudden, sprout, and then flower, right, Sister Omi? And then fruit, and then savor. Last night, oh my goodness, I had a nectarine, and I often tell you guys and clients in general to tap into the fruits of your labor and the importance of, you know, we're planting and we're doing all of these things to make this fruit, this fruition, this vegetable, thank you, Manita, come to fruition, right? But then we're still in the rush mode and we're still doing other things, and we don't really take the time to appreciate what we've actually brought into fruition. And then we're just on to the next manifestation, right? So tapping into gardening is life. I always remind you guys, take a fruit. Imagine when you get that thing that you planted as from a seed or a seedling, and then all of a sudden it's that thing that is edible, and savor it. Don't just eat it like it's a rush and whatever, like give thanks for it. Go through the whole journey of the fact that you did this from seed or from seedling, and that you waited, that you had faith, that you had gratitude, that you had patience, and then now you get to enjoy this thing. Stop for a moment. Enjoy it. And I did that last night, not with something I planted, but it was just giving me that example of what I'm always reminding and ready to do once my harvest comes. And I just ate that nectarine in slow motion. I savored it. The juice was and I was just catching every drop. I was like, it was so beautiful. It was so like cathartic. It was such an incredible experience. So it's something that I'm going to do often when I have a fruit, and especially when it's something that I grew. So I'm very excited about that. So other things I'm going to be updating you guys on probably in the next few days. I'm going to announce on a live first. I always give you guys the heads up on the live first. Whoever's here kind of gets the, heads up before I post it and stuff. But I'm creating a new platform for us to gather on Zoom, because the Vibe Tribe, for the Tribe Vibe, you guys have really been touching base with me and saying that you miss the offline, off these platforms moment where we all get to see each other and hear each other, and, just that creating space kind of thing. So I know that that's part of my role and has always been as a community curator. So Spirit has given me a very, very beautiful idea, platform, concept that I'm fine-tuning and that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So stay tuned, because it's going to be open to all. Good energy, positive energy for sacred souls. I believe that the right people will find their way, and I'll keep you posted. As Oya breezes through confirmation. Hello, Donya. Hello, Thane. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Thane. Absolutely, I appreciate it. Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for being here. Braden, welcome. Gardening is a spiritual practice. Absolutely. It is life. Popo, welcome. Abby, welcome. All right. So for those who want to know just how bright you shine, hello, sweet stay. Divine evening to you. Thank you for being here. For those who would like to know just how bright you shine, like the summer sun, welcome summer, welcome you, welcome your shine, welcome your bright. We are taking things up a notch, okay? Taking your shine up a notch, and you get to show that. You need to show it. We have to give ourselves permission to be visible. See me here. Put yourself out there, whether it's virtually, whether it's in public, whatever it is. We have to get over the visibility wounds that we have that is so subconscious, because we're concerned about what people are going to think, or we think that we're better than them, or who do we think we are? We know who we are. We don't think, we know. And whatever insecurities come up in them because of us showing our shine is a them problem. Don't make it a you problem. And it's something that I'm learning, and it is definitely a thing. You know what I mean? Even mostly from childhood, from our friends at school, our family, siblings. A lot of these things come from there. You know what I mean? That we kind of dim our light, that we quell, that we stay behind the scenes and stuff. We don't want to take up too much attention. Don't want people to think that we think what? That we know who we are. And that's the stuff that is really kind of blocking a lot of our blessings, because it comes with us giving ourselves permission to be our full selves and to take up space. Like what? You know what I'm saying? So when we do it and we put ourselves out there, the good opportunities, the right relationship, all of these things will really start to show themselves, because we're also not in this subconscious insecurity that we might not think that is a thing until we realize that we're hesitant to do or to say or to show up and all of these things, and it comes from that. Can be a thing and shows up in so many places and spaces. Absolutely, Sister Omi. Absolutely, Sweet Stay. So I'm definitely learning. Doing the lives has definitely helped. Even with my daughter, I allowed her to be on social media, this past year. So she's on Instagram and on TikTok, and she's really coming out of her shell. You know what I mean? She was a little bit, shy and things like that, but social media has kind of made her step out and to, be a little bit more confident and feel cute. You know what I'm saying? Because she's putting her little lipstick on, you know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing. She's, doing a little thing on social media and, age appropriate and all of the things, but she's coming into herself. And I love that for her. You know what I mean? So we have to use technology and the tools and, the things that we're exposed to our advantage. Everything can be used for our advantage. We just have to make sure that we're in control of it instead of it being in control of us, right? Had to get over being afraid of expressing yourself on TikTok. Exactly. And look at what TikTok has brought and all of these social medias. We connected on TikTok. John and I connected on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many, like, all of you that are asking for us to meet again and start connecting again offline was through TikTok. That we've developed actual genuine friendships and sisterhoods and family vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like John and I are roommates now. I live in his house. Like, he's like one of my closest friends now in such a short amount of time, and we met on TikTok. So when you think about all of these things that happen when you're in the right place at the right time, it's energy. It's energy, and it can happen anywhere and everywhere. And all of it is because you show up, because you put yourself in the right place. If you stay hidden, if you hide, if you this, if you're, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to see you. And sometimes we're hesitant to keep putting ourselves out there because we feel like things are not happening fast enough, but it's not going to happen at all if we don't do it. And all of these people that have their, viral videos or all of these things and their thousands of followers and stuff, they started the way that we started and they didn't stop. That's the key. They didn't stop. So we just got to keep doing it. We got to just keep doing it. Beryl, welcome. Misty, welcome. Isn't that awesome, sister? I'm telling you. And again, so many people that I made connections before I even got to Atlanta through you, because of us meeting through TikTok and then you inviting me, you know what I mean, to your sacred space online. Like, it's just magic. I'm telling you. Absolutely incredible. Spirit works everywhere. You just have to show up. Asheo. Yuppers. All right, Royal Alchemist, welcome, sis. How you doing? We're tapping into how you shine, how bright you shine. I hope you know. If you don't know, you're about to know, honey. So if you would like a donation-based speed read, I will put you on the list. We'll go into collective coherence after prayer, and then I will tap into the cosmic concept from Sacred Soul Simplified, and then I'll go into individual readings. T, what's up, T? So I'm going to get you guys on the list, whoever's interested now, because I have gotten my download from Spirit to max at 7, so that I don't overexert my energy. And, again, I do appreciate the energy exchange, but not everybody is able to. So I have to kind of make up the difference for, the output in that sense. So that's how Spirit, has kind of said, okay, just kind of keep it at 7. 7 is, beautiful, sacred number for perfection and, kind of a full circle type of energy, 7 chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow. There's so much that taps into the divinity of the number 7. So I'm going to tap into that, 7 people. So as a result, I also want to give you all who are here on time the perk of getting on the list. So I'm not going to wait. I'm going to tap in now. This chick is really in my thing again. why are you here? This is the same chick that came here last time. You see, and I gotta say chick because, dude, you come in here to disrespect, and then that's the energy that I'm gonna have to give you back. I'm gonna block her. All right, so we're gonna tap into your shine. Yeah, whoever she is. She came in the last time too, giving all of her Bible quotes to basically, call me a heathen for tapping into tarot and boosting people's energy and reminding them of who they are. Anyways, it's just interesting when people come with negative energy when you're doing something positive, but then accuse you of being the one that's doing something negative. I'm like, you're kind of showing yourself right now, and whatever. And I just don't know why they come. You know what I mean? Like, just stay where you're comfortable. Then don't, like, if anything, if I'm the negative one, then you should stay away from me. Like, why are you here? Anyway, so the list is open. If you would like to get on the list, give me a sun emoji in the comments. I don't get it, Sweet Stay. Like, why they do that? It's all good. It's all good. Miss Jones, Rock Hill, South Carolina, first time joining. What up, Miss Jones? You belong. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Real Alchemist, I see your sun. You are on the list. Anybody else, please put a sun emoji, and we're going to tap into how bright you shine. It is the summertime. Summer, summer, summertime. Summertime. So we're tapping into you shining like the summer sun. And we are going to tap into just how bright you shine, because again, this is an energy coming in and taking up space and giving yourself permission to be seen, for your shine to be seen. So as a result, you need to know just how bright you shine so that you can put yourself out there. And a lot of times people are going to be adverse to your shine, but it's just because of how bright you are, honey. You just hurt their eyes. Ew, my eyes. That's all. You're just hurting their eyes. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. Do not dim your light. Tell them to get some shades. Okay? Period. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here, Miss Jones. Thank you for being here. T, you good? How you feeling? Let me know. Anybody else? I've got Royal Alchemist on the list so far. Sun emoji in the comments if you would like to tap into just how bright you shine. Just how bright you shine. So while you are deciding, whoever's deciding to get on the list, I'm going to tap into prayer as always, and then we'll do a collective reading, and then I will tap into the book, CUT, and then individual readings. Got your wine looking at the sunset. Ooh, tea. That sounds beautiful. Just right. Just right. I'm in my room. I did a little setup in my room. I see you, Miss Jones. I'm putting you on the list because the last few lives, I didn't want to kind of do my whole setup downstairs and stuff, or not setup, but just to be downstairs. And I just kind of wanted to just chill in my room. And then I was like, but I was just on the bed, caught up in a little corner. And I was like, you know what? I can do a little setup in the corner of my room. And I did a little setup in the corner of my room. So this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to do my lives from here on out, because it's comfy. And then I'm right here and just get to, chill out right after the live and not have to transfer and go upstairs and all of the things. I'm here. So yay. All right. I got Real Alchemist. I've got T, and I've got Miss Jones on the list thus far. Let me know if I missed anyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy exchange. If you are able, anything you can share or spare, Cash App is at the top. The value of the reading is $11.11. However, whatever you can share or spare is totally fine. I appreciate it. Truly, truly, truly. And if you send a minimum of $5.55, then you get entered into a draw to win a free reading with me, which is valued at $88 for a 44-minute one-on-one session. In person, if you're in Atlanta, or virtually, if not, on the Zoom. So that's the vibe. Cool. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's pray. Let us pray and give thanks to the Creator. Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, Orisha, the forces of nature, divine deities of light and love that serve humanity for the highest good of all. Thank you for this ability, for this awareness, for this ascension, for this abundance. Thank you for clear and concise messages. Thank you for overseeing this act of divination in light and love. as I tap into the energies of the individuals and the collective in this sacred space this night. As we're tapping into this new season, the summer season, summer solstice, energy of the longest day, reminding us of how bright we shine, shining like the summer sun. Thank you for helping us all propel ourselves to our highest potential power, purpose. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thanks. To Blej, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And CB, welcome, welcome. All right. Collective message on how bright we shine. And let me know if you would like to get on the list for your individual alignment of how bright you shine. Spirit. The collective. I got it on the floor, but I got it. Collective message, 5 of Pentacles. When I tell you, Spirit be working, because this whole spiel about taking up space and the visibility wound and the fact that we, kind of dim our light and we quell ourselves, a lot of it stems from, again, things that people have done, particularly friends, family, siblings in particular, that has made us feel left out in the cold, has made us feel not worthy, has made us feel like we should be separate and put out. A lot of times we've experienced being excluded because of our gifts, because of our talents, because of how insecure people were if we were in the same space, and if we had the mic, and if we had the platform, and if we had the stage, and if we had the presence, if we had the audience. They were not willing to share that. They were not willing to allow us to show that. So there was really an energy of exclusion, an energy of trying to make you not show up. If you have an insecurity, if you feel left out in the cold, if you feel unworthy, then you're going to stay quiet. You're going to stay silent. So even if you're there and in the space, they've allowed and created something within you that will make you stay in the background, that will make you kind of hide and just be there, but quietly. And it's, again, a conditioning that is being done. And it's being done and has been done because of how gifted, because of how talented, because of how bright. It's like you don't even have to do anything. Those that are resonating and that this message is for, you don't even have to do anything to shine. You don't have to get up on stage and sing. You don't have to show your art. You don't have to. Your presence is enough. Your presence is enough. So as a result of that, imagine if you were confident enough. Imagine if you realized how bright you were. Imagine if you decided to pull out every arsenal, every tool in your toolbox and show it to the world. What would happen? And the people that know that about you did everything that they could to avoid that. And they had to instill that insecurity in you so that you made sure not to do it, not to present yourself, not to show up and show out. That time is up. Now you have to get it all back. Now it's an energy of retroactive. Now it's about going back to your childhood, and like, it's in some ways it's like apologizing to that younger version of yourself, to be like, first of all, I'm sorry that there weren't enough people around you to actually foster who you are, but you made it anyway. You're here anyway. Now the wounds that we need to face to replace, that's the work. The feelings that we need to feel to heal, that's the work. And we're going to do that. And speak to yourself. Mirror work, again, always super powerful, especially when you whisper in the mirror. And speak to your inner child. Speak to your past selves. Speak to your future selves. To every dimension and reality that you are navigating simultaneously, so that you can collapse the timeline and come into your most abundant version, your most fruitful version, your most confident version, your brightest, shiniest version. You are made of star stuff, quite literally. And even when you feel like you were left out in the cold, and when you go through that, it's about telling a different narrative, telling the story differently, and also understanding and even having empathy and compassion for those that saw you for who you are and wanted to make sure that you didn't see yourself because of what they were dealing with. It rarely has to do with us. It really has to do with them. So we can look at that with compassion and then tell a different story. Leave it alone and come into your full splendor, your full shine, and start showing it. Show up, show out. Show up, show out. Whoever got a problem with that is their problem. It's a they problem, but we've allowed it to be an us problem. We've allowed it to be a we problem, and we can't have that anymore. Now, show up, show out, shine. Baby shine. Shay? Haji, welcome, welcome. G Money, welcome, welcome. Roblox the GOAT, welcome, welcome. A word, right, T? Listen, they be getting us, but no more. No more. Now let's tap into Sacred Soul Simplified and see what our cosmic concept is. For those who don't know, I am a published author. This is my book, Sacred Soul Simplified, available everywhere books are sold. You want to get the paperback. There's a Kindle, but you want to get the paperback. It's a purposeful pocket companion. You can put it in your purse, stick it in your back pocket, tap into bibliomancy like we're about to do right now and see which cosmic concept is in alignment with you in the moment to get the message that you need. Appendix and journal pages in the back because there's soul work and soul inquiries and chakra activations and all of the things that are so important for elevating your soul and helping you live your purpose. So let's tap in and see what our message is for the collective. Shay. Our message is cosmic concept number 11, universal laws. Right on point because it's the reminder that you are star stuff, quite literally. Universal laws. The declaration is, I am one with the ever-expanding universe. It is law. You are a reflection of this vast universe, and your anatomy mirrors the solar system. So take up space. If the universe is ever expanding, so are you, and so is God. You are a galaxy, and your potential and reach are boundless. There is even more void and dark matter that we can alchemize. The negative connotations of darkness result from dark forces that force their ill intentions and disregard the universal laws. We should focus on the fact that that darkness also has a powerful positive alignment, since most transformation happens in the dark. We can only see the stars in the night sky, so don't be afraid of the dark. The dark has its place, and we need to recognize what's bright. To recognize what's bright. So let your shine permeate the dark and transmute the low to light. Like the dark and light, everything is relative yet related in this dense dualistic dimension. It is all subjective, but we are more than what we currently see. We come from beyond, where purposeful principles override what the matrix mandates. Where there are codes and ethics established from the dawn of time to ensure balance and harmony. These universal laws should be fundamental to inspire basic levels of humanity, collective consciousness, and self-awareness. Those virtues are not as prevalent in today's society as they ought to be, pulling us farther away from the universal laws. Doing our part to restore the divine order may seem insignificant, but in truth it alters the earthly realm and our very condition within it. You are the universe and have the power to transform it. Soul inquiry, how do you wish to transform the universe? Soul work, research the universal laws and explore how you can put them into practice. Chakra activations, the heart, Anahata, Yam, I love, the color green, 639 Hertz, and the crystal green aventurine. Talk about alignment with the shine, with the star stuff that you are. You're the universe and literally transforming the universe. Guys, that's how bright you are. Well, like, did you see that hot flash literally like come over me? Because I'm like literally, did you see that transform right before your eyes, guys? Because I felt it and I can see it now. Woo! Mm-hmm. I'm getting hot flashes, guys. It's a real thing. Don't let anybody tell you it's not a real thing. It's a real thing. And you're only gonna know when you actually experience it. But I've never used to sweat over like the mustache area. I never I'd be sweating on the mustache area. Anyways, shine baby shine, okay? That's what's up. Let's tap in individual readings. Royal Alchemist, you are first. Tea on deck, Miss Jones. After that, let me know if y'all still here. Give me a little something in the comments while I turn this little fan more towards me. Oh my god, I'm gonna put it over here. You guys hear the fan? I'm sorry if you can hear it, if it's bothering, if it's obstruction. Okay, Royal Alchemist is here and ready for her shine. I know you know. I know all of us know. Those of you that y'all are here, I know you know. But there's an augment happening right now. There's a shift that's happening right now. And y'all gotta bring it all the way up. So this is the all the way up so that you can be unapologetic with your bright, okay? With your shine, okay? Take it up a notch. And it's a remembering. It is, you are who you are. There's nothing to acquire. It's just about, like, literally, again, giving yourself permission, but practicing that permission. Giving yourself permission is intangible. Practicing that is tangible. You need to practice these things. We need to practice these things. Ashe? All right, well, Alchemist, let us tap in for you and your shine. It's 2 cards. I need single cards to give thanks. You got the King of Pentacles, Royal Alchemist. You have a way with bringing things into fruition based on your resourcefulness. So even if you don't have enough, if you don't think that you have exactly what you need or to buy the actual thing, you're able to figure out how to get it, how to make it. You use your hands, you know what I mean? Like, you will kind of figure out what to do. You're able to fix things pretty well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just really good with your hands, and you don't wait on people. Like, if something has to get done, you're gonna get it done. You're somebody that you can put the bed frame together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, oh, can somebody help me? I have to put this piece of furniture together. Even if you gotta look up the thing on YouTube to watch it play by play, you have a tendency to, which I do all the time. When I'm ordering something that I know I have to put together, I'll choose something that has the tutorial, so that, because I'm a visual person. So reading instructions, I could do it, but I want to see it. So I'll choose something based on me being able to see it, or I'll see if I can find it on YouTube. Yep, I knew it. So I'll look on YouTube and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I can see how it's done. I'm going to buy this one just to make it easier. And also time. You're somebody that is, well, like myself, time is money. So this King of Pentacles, it's not just about the money in that sense, right? And exchanging for, it's about time. Time is money. So you're very, very particular in regards to your time and how you're allocating your time. All of this is a result of, again, you knowing how valuable your time is. But you need to take it up a notch, because there are still some people, some environments that you are allocating too much time to that don't see your light. And that in many ways it feels like, why am I here? Why am I even doing this? Why am I even talking to you? Like, why am I even, like, I hear you saying that, thinking that, because you're not saying it to the person, but you're feeling that in a moment. Like, why do I even bother? Like, why am I even doing this? That kind of thing. And she said, oh my God. When that happens, it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. But that's when you have to answer the question. When you say, why am I even, don't make it rhetorical anymore. Answer the question so that the answer can come through. And whether it's you're doing it because you feel obligated, you're doing it because it's a routine, you're doing it because you do get this out of the dynamic, whatever it is, find the answer and see if that answer is acceptable for this version of you, this shinier version of you, this energy that is augmenting to the brightness, and for you to be able to see the reflection of who you are and the augment of that. Does this energy, this relationship match? Everything that I'm tapping into now is about true tribe and right relationship. This is part of what I'm going to be doing with the platform that I'm starting, that I'm going to share with you guys, that's going to be on Zoom. It's about true tribe and right relationship. You are only going to be able to come into union with true tribe and right relationship when you have it with yourself and source. When you are not inundating yourself with energies and people and environments that do not match your vibrational frequency. Time is money. And again, money is it's a value proposition. If you know who you are and there's only so many hours in the day, you have to decide what you're going to be outputting in regards to that time. Money's coming, abundance of all kinds is coming. It's here. Again, 3D is just taking a little bit longer, so we have to say that it's here. We have to keep it's here, not coming, it's here. It's here. The time, they always say like the energy of, well, something's taking its sweet ass time, right? It's taking its bittersweet ass time. That's what it feels like sometimes, right? And that's okay, because what's yours cannot miss you. However, you want to speed things up by coming into your shining like that show up and show out energy, and start to reduce your time, your availability, the access to these energies that you know are not true tribe or right relationship. Okay? No longer serving you. Because some energies, some things, may not be true tribe or right relationship, but you see how it serves. You could do that too. It could be temporary, so you see how it serves temporarily. You know that it's got a little expiration date on it. That's okay. That's again why you have to know your why. Just know your why so that you can navigate it in the moment and jump the F out when it's time. Okay? Shine, baby, shine. You know, and you're a reader, you're an energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always know. My God, guys, we always know. We always know. But the things that, again, the visibility wound and all of the stuff, the subconscious things, we got to feel it to heal it. We got to bring that stuff up. Chiron is in Taurus now. If y'all don't know what that is, please look it up. But Chiron is the wounded healer. And when Chiron is in Taurus, it's about our money, it's about our relationships, it's about our home, it's about our hearth, it's about the matter, it's about the earth, it's about the ground, it's about our stability. And we have to clear these things that are subconscious in us in regards to our value and where we are putting value, what we are planting on, the ground that we are standing on, how solid that is. Because if we are planting in, quicksand, for example, then the seed's just going to get swallowed, right? We have to think about these things and make sure that we are doing things so that things grow and come into fruition, that it's going up instead of down. You're welcome, sis. You are welcome. T, you are up. Miss Jones on deck. Let me see y'all in the comments so I can tap in to your energy. Give thanks, Ashe. Hemway, welcome. All right, he is here. Miss Jones, let me know if you're here, and I'll go in for you right after T. Thank you, Spirit. Tapping in for T and her shine. Thank you. This is not the first time you got this card. You have the Page of Cups. Remind me, because this is awesome, Miss Jones. I see you. Beautiful. Thank you. And you're beautiful. Thank you. This is the energy of apology that's coming through here. And not you apologizing. It's people apologizing to you. People wanting to make amends, wanting to kind of get back in your good graces, and fundamentally seeing your evolution, your shine activation. And a lot changed too, like since we had our reading, right? Like I felt a shift, I've been feeling a shift, and I'm sure you as well are feeling it. So that's kind of permeating. You're seeing yourself on a brighter level, ultimately, automatically, and other people are starting to see it as well. You're unapologetic more. You're it's kind of like you kind of have like a I don't give a shit kind of energy. Even in regards to the apology, you're seeing through a lot of things and a lot of people. It is bittersweet, there's no question about it. But this fish in the cup is always a reminder of when an apology is given, really look at everything, because some of them could be a little fishy. Some of them could be a little fishy, you know what I'm saying? And you want to also make sure that every apology that comes through, and anybody that is trying to get back in your good graces, and even new frequencies, new energies, you want to just make sure now seeing your shine, and what's going to actually help you augment that shine is by being very straight up right off the bat. You can accept an apology, but you can choose not to fuck with somebody. And that's okay. And that's actually more than okay, because it's you setting your boundaries and you saying, listen, I hear you, I got you, I appreciate you, but true tribe, right? They're not it, they're not it. Right relationship, right? If they're not it, they're not it. And again, we always know. We always know. You're also coming into more of a heart activation and having more fun with things, tapping more into childhood, more play in the fray, not taking things so seriously. That's again that part of the I don't give a shit kind of. It's not a bad thing to not care sometimes, you know what I mean? It's detachment, which we need to actually come into the things that we're manifesting. That's part of what's making you feel a lot looser these days. Stick with that. Stay with the loose, stay with the bright, stay with the shine. Not, again, taking certain things and certain people in particular too seriously. Because if you are able to acknowledge where you're going, you don't need them or you don't see them in that future vision and version. If you don't see them in that future vision or version, it's not even worth the energy to like take that seriously, to make amends, to do all of these things. Yo, let them be, and you be, and be as bright and shiny as you are. Yes, you are hurting a lot of people's eyes and a lot of people's feelings, and you're going to continue to do so because you're choosing you for a change and you're seeing through them. And that in itself is uncomfortable for them. But yet again, that's a them problem. Focus on you, focus on your shine. Again, just be more jovial, more bright, more shiny, more all of the things that you are. You know, more feminine, a little bit more. I'm feeling, you know, that you want to lean a little bit more into the feminine energy, and I'm trying to do the same because I'm very, very masculine heavy. But we're tapping into receiving mode. We have to, and it's, you know, why I sometimes wear little cute things, you know what I'm saying, to try to like, even though I'm like wearing a cute thing, but I'm still sitting like a dude sometimes, like, so I'm trying to find that balance as well, because we need to lean more into our divine feminine to be in the receiving mode. And right now it's about receiving mode. Right now it's about creation and creatrix. This is what is up. That is divine femininity. Lean into that. You know, especially when we think about tapping into your shine, right? That's masculine heavy. So if we're shining and we're showing up and we're coming into this kind of Leo frequency, you know what I mean? Like we're start to, you know, go into that summer season vibe when it's the heat and the hotness of the peak of summer is Leo season. That's very masculine heavy. So you want to try to counter that as much as possible with your divine femininity, with your flow, with your, you know, delicateness and your gentleness. And, you know, the energy of the belly out is also very indicative of creation and solar plexus and sacral chakra and the things that you're bringing into fruition. And as divine feminines, we manifest from the womb. So this is why it's important to be really, really tuned and tapped in to our womb. We don't have to be mothers to do that. It's not about that. You are that. And whether you've even had a hysterectomy or any of that, like, I don't believe that you ever are separated, the same way that if you do have a baby, they got to cut that baby away, you know, off with cut the umbilical cord, but there is no separation regardless of that tangible thing. So regardless of what stage and age you are, I'm going through menopause, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel less of a woman. If anything, that's what I need to lean in more so that I can keep that balance. So that's going to be helpful for you as well, to help you come into that shine, into that bright, into that femininity, to that lightness, into that fairy mode kind of vibe. You know what I mean? you want to tap into that more to bring it all in and shine, baby, shine. Brighter, brighter still. Ashe. Miss Jones, you are up. Andre, welcome. Shaz, welcome. Mel's welcome. Official, I don't see the full thing. Big Mo, welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you. All right. Miss Jones, you still here? It's your turn. Awesome. Let's tap in for you and your shine. Thanks, Spirit. Tapping in for Miss Jones. I don't have my bell. I usually ring a bell for people when I do a reading for them for the first time. So bell, bell, bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. It's on the altar downstairs. I have an altar in my room, but I also have one right. Thank you, T. I was gonna say y'all put some bells in the comments. Thank you, T. Welcome, welcome to Miss Jones. Ashe, welcome. Thank you, Real Alchemist. They giving you bells, girl. They giving you bells. Yes. Awesome. It's Not China. Welcome, Kelly. Welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, Miss Jones. Let's tap into you and your shine. Give thanks, Spirit. Tapping into Miss Jones and her shine. Miss Jones, 8 of Cups. This is literally the card that aligns with what we're talking about in terms of walking away, moving away from what doesn't serve. Who or what do you know you are supposed to be walking away from? There is no more aligned card in the whole deck than literally this 8 of Cups energy. And it is, the Cups energy is about our emotions. So it's something that you feel to the depth, to the core of you, that you need to do. But there is a stagnation, there's a hesitation, you know, you're a little bit concerned again of that. What are people going to think? What are they going to say? What are they going to do? How do I function out of this? Like, how do I come out of it? You know, this new routine, and like you can't see the way forward. This is where the faith comes in. I always say, if it's not it, it's not it. So if you know it's not it, it kind of doesn't matter where you're going, as long as you don't stay where it's not. You know what I'm saying? That's where you surrender to spirit and to believe that you leave to receive, that you face it to replace it, that you feel it to heal it, that you have that urge to purge. You've got an urge to purge. There's someone that you know you are not supposed to be giving access to the way that you give access. And it doesn't mean walking away completely, because again, if it's a relationship, if it's a family member or whatever, you may not necessarily be able to physically walk away or completely end or sever this relationship. But it's about the pivot. It's about changing things up. It's about knowing your shine, knowing your worth, setting your boundaries, explaining and expressing those. And the walking away, she said both, Ashe. The walking away could be tangible, but it could also be on an energetic level of letting them know that they do not have the same access and you are not the same version. So many ways, we don't even have to be the ones to walk away. We just need to shift. We need to shine. We need to be unapologetic. We need to set up our boundaries. We need to say no more often. If it's hard to say no, just think of the no to somebody else as a yes to you, as I mentioned in my book. Focus on the yes to you. When you continuously say yes to you, oftentimes the people that you have a hard time walking away from will walk away from you. Oftentimes you will augment your energy and vibe so high that they don't even have access to you anymore. So you don't even have to technically walk away from them. You're walking towards yourself. Don't think of it as the no to them. It's a yes to you. Don't think about it as walking away from them. Walk towards you. If the energy that is difficult to think about, how can you not, when you think about it, focusing on yourself? When you focus it on yourself, the questions change. Then it becomes, how do I not walk towards me? Of course I'm going to walk towards me. And if it's visual that they are here and you're here, then the math is mathing. Like, that's the way you're going. So it's an automatic leaving this behind because you're choosing to walk towards you. Make it easy, make it simple. It's really not that complicated when you just focus on you. And when you start to know how bright you shine and how deep your love is, you have an infinite supply of love. 8 is the number of infinite abundance. When you tap into the 8 of Cups, it is walking away from what doesn't serve because of you understanding fully your value. People only are ready to walk away when they fully see their value, when they fully see their shine. You are starting to see that. And now the math just makes sense. Like, now it's not even about emotions as much as it is about the logic at a certain point. And it's just like, this is a no-brainer. This does not compute. This does not add up. I see myself now. And why would I stay somewhere where I'm not being seen? When now I see me. And the people that will see you, that true tribe and that right relationship, are here waiting for you. Not here where the energy is that doesn't see you. So start walking towards you. The rest is going to happen automatically. Ashe. Beautiful first reading. Grateful. Thank you for your trust. Appreciate you. Anybody else here for a reading? If I don't have your email and you are interested in tapping in with me and community, True Tribe and Right Relationship, off of the TikTok, please DM me your email. Start walking, that's right. Keep on walking, I ain't talking to you anymore. That's the vibe. For reals, for reals. So yes, if anybody's interested in tapping in and aligning off of the TikTok, please DM me your email so that I can put you on the email list and let you know. I will be announcing it this week on a live one of these nights. I will be sending it out to the email list first and then posting it. So I try to do it in those tiers so that it kind of gives that reward, that exclusivity, you know, to the VIPs, to the people that are early adopters, that support, that are already part of the tribe, before I kind of put it all the way out there. Because if it is an issue of space, for example, if it does happen to get, you know, of course you're going to put all of that out there, I want to make sure that y'all are in the room before new people are in the room, right? So I will keep you posted and just make sure that I have your email so that I can do that and that you tap into the lives this week. Also, Wednesday, John and I are going to do our balanced energy evaluations again. So 2 o'clock on Wednesday, we're going to tap in again like we debuted last Wednesday. We're going to probably do it more often, but for now, we're just kind of getting the groove of things. He's still managing his channel. I'm managing mine, obviously. But please join us Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time now, technically, for our balanced energy evaluations with myself and John the Seraphim, which went really well last week. So we're excited to do it again. Delisa, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. Majid, welcome, welcome. Pep Talk Tracy, what's up, what's up? Welcome. Drew, hello. Fate, welcome. Thank y'all for joining. We are tapping in tonight on your shine, how bright you shine, because you shine like the summer sun. Happy summer. Summer is here. So I need y'all to know that you shine like the summer sun, and you need to know just how bright we are talking. So that's what we tapping into. Thank you for my heart meet, Lisa. If you would like a donation-based speed read, then please do give me a sun emoji in the comments. Whatever you can share or spare. Y'all are all pros here, so you know the drill. 1111 is the value of the reading. Whatever you can share or spare, but a minimum of $5.55 gets you entered into the draw to win a free reading with me. And Delisa, girl, we gotta tap in. Timing is divine. But girl, don't forget. I didn't forget. I got you. Delisa was our first winner. I think you were our first winner. Yes. Oh my God, thank you. For my feather, what was that? I didn't get to see it, but I saw the little thingy over there. Feather tiara. They didn't show me. I didn't get to see it. I love when I see them. Cynthia, welcome, welcome. you know, to honor me with being like the sun. I'm gonna be glittery 24/7. Do it. As Delisa gives me a tiara, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see, I got my little fairy lights. Listen, sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to be like stardust and freaking fairy dust all over the ding dang place. Say words, sis. I love it. I love it. Yes, you were the first winner. That's right. Delisa was our first winner. Indeed, indeed. And thank you again for your support. Appreciate y'all. So yes, if anybody, I still have a few minutes. So if you would like me to tap in for you in your shine, give me the sun emoji in the comments and I will do so. If not, we'll just chit chat until 11:11. If y'all have any questions, any inquiries, whatever it may be, do not hesitate. And yeah, I've gotten so many downloads that I'm kind of, I wouldn't say overwhelmed. It's just that when I think about how to like transmit them, I do wonder how it's going to come out. And I feel like I just need to set up the camera and just talk and then end up editing and clipping things as needed. You know what I mean? Because when I think about like doing the video for each one, there's so many. I'm like, where do I start? How do I start? I like to keep my videos at like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? I don't like long videos. Thank you for the hand heart, Delise. I saw that one. Thank you. For the recaps, it is what it is, right? When I do like recaps from the lives and stuff. But in terms of like just, you know, posting a message or a download or whatever, I think it's so important to kind of let people come in and out so that they can go to somewhere else or whatever it is that they're doing, and that, you know, they don't get too, everybody's got like this super short, you know, attention span and stuff. And I think that if you're sharing something that is supposed to resonate or reach someone, you should be able to say it in a succinct manner. You know what I'm saying? Like if you talk too much, it becomes a lecture. And I think as practitioners, we have to do more listening than speaking. That's another part of the download. That's a whole other video. Like there's so many things that I'm receiving. So one of these days this week, I'm going to sit outside, ground my feet, and just press record and start sharing and seeing what, you know, how it's verbalized, you know, because, you know, you get a download, but then you got to like formulate it, you know what I mean? And that's like another stage in terms of the transmission and stuff. So we'll see. I've been doing so much art. So y'all know, like, I love the neurographic stuff, right? So I've been doing that, Delisa, right? I do, because I don't have my like art studio anymore. So I was like, let me just get some acrylic pens and let's just do whatever, right? So I've been doing a lot, you know what I mean? I love just doing with the Sharpie and the acrylic pen and stuff. So I've been doing such fun things. And then I came across this woman on YouTube. What's her name? Oh man, I don't remember her name. Yes, you can, sis. I'll put you on. Got you. And you know you don't have to. Girl, you always hook me up. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get you right now. But I've been doing so much art and experimenting with like the acrylic pens and like Sharpie and fine Sharpies and stuff, and challenging myself. I'm showing you guys this for the first time. Like I have not showed anybody this. Like I literally did these in the past 2 days. I can't stop. But look at what I'm doing. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? I'm obsessed. Look at this. Like they look like stationery. And I'm doing them. Very excited. So I wanted to show you guys that. You just started again. Yay. Awesome. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm doing that because I'm selling my art, right? But then I'm like, these little things too. They're small works. You know what I mean? Small works. So I want to do some stuff. Oh my goodness, you framed them and hung them on the garden fences. I love that idea. Oh my god. Oh, thanks, T. I gotta see if I can get some waterproof things for real and put them in and decorate my garden. I mean, if they don't sell. I'm gonna try to sell them first though. I gotta figure out the same thing, like value proposition. You know what I mean? Like, what's the price of this, and like comparing it to my bigger stuff and my actual acrylic stuff versus this. Figuring how long, how much time it takes to do and all of that stuff. But yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. Thank you. And I've actually been doing some where I have pieces on the front and the back. Do I have an example here? Yes. So for example, I have like this, but then I did something on the back as well, right? So I'm looking into frames that are clear on either side so that people can put it in the frame, and then whichever way they choose to turn it, or if somebody's behind, then they see that art piece, or if they're in front, then they see that one. So they get a 2 for 1, and they just have to put it in a clear frame. So, or I'll look for the clear frame. So stuff like that, because it's also, using the paper, you know what I mean, and not wasting by doing, and then again, people get like a 2 for 1 type of vibe. So, and they're all original works. They're all going to be original, you know what I mean? So, right? Yeah. So, all right, Delisa, let's tap it for you before 11:11. Okay, thanks for tapping for Delisa and for Shine. Oh, you gotta flip out. You gotta flip out, and the flip out is the 3 of Swords. This comes through the energy of 3 because you're mother of 3, right? And the wound, work, heal. Spirit is like, you did the thing, and you're still doing the thing, and obviously there's always more to do. We're always in a mode of healing, right? We can say we're healed, and a lot of things we have healed from, but there's always going to be something that we still need. It's like, shut up, I always get the 3 of Swords. Yes, because of the work that you're doing, and then it starts with the heart, and you're removing these swords one by one, and you're applying the salve to these wounds. The 3 of Swords is also in alignment with your daughters, right? To make sure that you're not passing things down. You are in this space right now where you're like, all of the stuff that you're seeing for what it is and what doesn't serve, you're like, this ends with me. This stops here. You are severing the wound, literally, so that it does not affect them. You are healing your heart so that it doesn't affect them, so that you're not too tired or too impatient or too any of the things. And you notice when you are short with them. You notice when you're a little bit, snappy or whatever the case is. And you're the kind of mom that will say, babe, I'm sorry, mommy's just tired, or, oh, you know what, I shouldn't have said it like that, or whatever the case is. That is so healing, because we're gonna mess up, we're gonna say the wrong thing sometimes, we're gonna spaz out on them sometimes, but it's the coming back and saying, that wasn't about you, babe, that's mommy, and I just did that because mommy's dealing with some stuff, but it's not going to affect the 3 of you, not the way that it affected me. And even if something kind of spews out on you, I'm going to come back and let you know it didn't have to go down like that. But at the same time, you're also, I do this with my daughter all the time. I will tell her, listen, I didn't have to react that way, but please be aware of the catalyst, and that what was done or what was said or whatever the case is, we both have to make sure that we are maintaining harmony in our dynamic and in our space. It's a teaching moment for all of you at all times. The heartache, the heartbreak, my favorite Rumi quote, you have to keep breaking your heart until it opens. All of this also makes you a credible individual, a healer in your own right, a friend, a confidant, because of what you've gone through and what you are going through. Again, Chiron is in Taurus right now. All of us are going to really start feeling the heartache, the heart wounds, the, things that are still so visceral and presenting themselves physically and tangibly in regards to our relationships, in regards to money, in regards to our home, our stability, us feeling grounded and anchored and rooted in our most abundant timeline. It is time for it, but we've got to feel it to heal it. You're in an energy where you are feeling it to heal it. You are facing it to replace it. You're in all of that. You're more at peace. 11:11, Ashe, give thanks, sis. You're more at peace with the things that are not going the way that you wanted or planned or thought that they would go. You're okay, because now you're realizing that you need to know in order for you to grow. you need to, again, face it. You have to see what it is in order for you to replace it. And then the next step of the leave to receive. Anything, anyone, again, that does not serve, that is not where you see that version and vision of you. You're starting to clear that out because you are seeing yourself so much clearer, so much brighter. All of it was needed and necessary for who you are and continuing to grow into. It is the true you. There's nothing new about it. It's the returning and the remembering. And for you, it is happening through the heartbreak. And it happens like that for most of us because it allows us to say, you know what? I've been through what I've been through, and I came out of that. I came through it, oftentimes by yourself. So that teaches you resilience and teaches you exactly what you're capable of. If that doesn't remind you how bright you shine, I don't know what will. And you got those 3 beacons of light to remind you about this best version, and you continuously wanting to be that better version. I say something that Spirit gave me maybe years ago now, but I am the best. I continue to do my best. Every day I best my best, so only the best will do. Ashe. And I'm grateful for that transmission because it reminds me I am the best. Then it gives me the action of I continue to do my best and that I best my best every day. I'm my only competition. Every day I best my best. That equation equals only the best will do. If those 3 things are plus, 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 the equals is only the best will do. That's the math. I am the best, plus I continue to do my best, plus every day I best my best. Therefore, hence 3 dots in a triangle equals only the best will do. And when we tap into only the best will do, it makes it very easy to look around and tell people, you know what? Yeah, nah, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. You don't know. No. And unapologetic because I'm the best. I continue to do my best. And every day I best my best. So why should I deal with not the best? Why should I accept less than the best? If this is what you get, if you're getting this best version, why would I? Somebody tell me how. No, the math is not mathing. And all the heart, it's all the heart. Start with the heart. But when shit don't make sense, shit don't make sense. Period. All right, y'all. That's it for tonight. This was lovely. Thank you, as always. Retrim, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Flock you, welcome, welcome. Lakshmi Boykin, welcome, welcome. I know I've been doing, and it's this energy of like visibility. You're welcome, sis. Absolutely. Of giving myself really permission to show up in the visibility and like clearing all of that stuff because of all the things. And I know all of the things and why it's the things, right? So what I've been doing is when I think about my lives, I tap into them as like a talk show. Like I have my own talk show. Drew 24, welcome. And when someone has a talk show, that's like major visibility. Think about, you know, Oprah and syndicated and you know what I'm saying? Like an audience and all of the things, the studio audience. And then you got to just be with it and quip and do the things. I'm like, that's what I do. That's what we do. That's what we do. So I'm already here. So when I align my lives to imagining having my own talk show and being on television and syndicated and whatever, it makes it a lot easier to give myself permission to be visible and to know that I'm already ready. If somebody had to take this right here and put it on the Ding Dang TV, you're damn right. Yes, ready, good enough, better than, best. So that's what's up. Jason Edwards, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. I don't know if that's the Jason Edwards that I went to high school with. That would be crazy. I can't see properly in the profile picture, but I went to high school with a Jason Edwards. I had a major crush on him too. Is that you, Jason Edwards? That would be crazy. T, thank you again. I watch you at sitting. Exactly. Thank you. And then I put it on the YouTube, and then the show is on the YouTube. We syndicated. Okay. So that's what's up. So now I'm like transforming my mindset, and when I watch back, I'm like, imagine like if this was your TV show, like people will watch, girl. You know, we're still building. People don't know when there's so much competition out there and saturation on TikTok and all of the things. But whether it's one person, look, there's four of us in this space right now. It's enough. You are supposed to be here, and it is done. It is done. I'm from Montreal originally, Canada, and I've been in Brooklyn 20 years, and then I just moved to Atlanta in February. So I am now in Atlanta, 20 years in Brooklyn, but I'm from Montreal, Canada, Quebec. I went to Marymount High School with Jason Edwards. So I don't know. I mean, if you're asking where you're from, it's definitely not the Jason Edwards because he would remember me. Because he would know me. Yes, you would watch, right, Delisa? Thank you, honey. Thank you, T. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And then it's also making me more confident and more animated. And like, okay, if you're on TV, that's a different level of like, just like theater is a different level of energy that you have to bring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it. So I wanted to make sure that y'all know what y'all need to do to bring it. Because it is time. It is time. It is time. It is time. Okay. And it is snack time. That's what it is. It's snack time. So I'm going to go and have a snack. I have my Snappies. Calbee Harvest Snaps are my favorite freaking snacks. So it's my ritual after the live to have my Harvest Snaps while I, fine tune some things, make sure I get it downloaded to get it on YouTube and all the stuff. And then I do some art. I have my snacks, and then I journal, and then I go brush my teeth, shower, but I already showered, so I'm good for that. And then I go and sleep. Used to live in Barrie. Where's Barrie? Barrie where? Cool, Jason. Hey, Britt. I'm just saying farewell, but I'll be here tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'm going live at 2 p.m. Oh, cool, in Ontario. Got it. Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Not too far, not too far. Cool. I mean, far from me now, but when I was in Montreal. Alrighty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be here live at 10. And then Wednesday live at 2 with John, the Seraphim, doing our balance evaluations. Thank you for my heart, me Brit. Cool. I'll see you tomorrow. And then Wednesday, hopefully at 2 p.m. And then I should go live every night this week. And then Friday, I'll see what happens since we have Frequency Friday. So if it's people are still, I'll see what happens since we have Frequency Friday. So if it's people are still here at 10, no, they will not be here at 10. I have to. This is the same thing where I have to like boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because now John and I are hosting it from our home. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta wrap it up. I'll be live at 10 on Friday. Yeah, because I said so. Right. Okay. So yeah. Every day this week I should be live, and then the bonus Wednesday at 2 p.m. with John the Seraphim. So that'll be fun because last week was super dope. Okay, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Until tomorrow, night night. Mwah. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your generosity. Truly, I do not take it lightly. It's all of it is an energy exchange in itself because this is a practice, right? We can have these abilities, but we do need to practice them. We need to, tap into the precision of our alignments, and you guys and your trust really, really helps me do that. And to also come into the confidence and trusting spirit to use me the way that that I'm used, that I've asked to be used. So thank you. I love you. Mwah. See you tomorrow. And I'm gardening like crazy. All the play-by-plays in my stories. So if you guys ever want like all of the little extra things and what I'm doing and like day to day, it's in the stories. It's all in the stories. So you get the extra in the stories. So tune in, tap in. Bye. Love you.